Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name's Meg. I have a 2006 R50 Mini and a 1990 UNOS Roadster V Special. I'm so happy you found my channel and hopefully you stick around. I currently have 10 minutes to film an intro and an outro, but I think I might film the outro tomorrow because I have 10 minutes before I need to leave. I have 10 minutes before I need to leave for work at my pizza job. Because if you don't know already, I am a pizza chef. That is what I do. I do pizzas for private weddings, events, festivals, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, very sociable job. I get to meet a lot of different people and I've actually met some really cool people that I can't name, but just know that it's a very cool job to have. So some of you may already know this, but at the weekend I was at Petrol Headism live as a featured creator, which was so cool, and I got into my first VIP area at a car show, which was really cool. It was also really weird. I'm not used to this. I just kind of wander around and go la 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 la, like what I would usually do, and just to be able to be recognised and spoken to was awesome, and it was just crazy. I loved it. But this is my VIP wristband. Trust me, I'm making a scrapbook and that is going to go pride of place. I'm so excited. And I'm obviously very excited to attend more car shows, VIP or not. I just love car shows. And just being able to hang out with such cool people was just awesome. Now, feel free to boo me, okay? Boo me, come on. I didn't vlog Petrol Headism live. I didn't. I really didn't anticipate how busy I was going to be. I'm still trying to gauge what my place is at car shows because I'm an attendee, but I'm also a creator, but I'm not big enough to have my own stand, and it's all very confusing. I hung out with my friends for a lot of it. We were looking around the stalls. It was awesome. I didn't think to get my phone out and film, which I really should have done, and I'm so sorry for that. The main thing that happened this weekend though did get filmed, so don't worry about that. This is what this little intro is for. To introduce you into the next bit. Ooh. I'm so hyper because this is I'm still buzzing from the weekend, right? It's currently Thursday. The YouTube video comes out tomorrow. I haven't edited the intro. I haven't filmed the outro. This is me filming the intro. Just know I'm a busy girl and half of these videos are very last minute editing wise because I'm such a perfectionist, but I also have ADHD, so everything just gets left to the last minute. I am still absolutely buzzing from this weekend. Like, I'm overwhelmed. It's been crazy. It was genuinely one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. So I want to say a massive thank you to Chiro for having me. It was crazy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I've got to the stage that I'm at now where I can go to events as a creator, which has been my dream, and I didn't imagine it would happen this year, and it's I'm so excited, like I can't even put into words, and how meaningful it was just for me to be able to get up on that stage and to walk around and have people recognise me, and for people to come up to me and ask me to show them around my car. It's crazy that that would happen when you have my friends Hetherington, Garageofluke and Auto Alex just wandering around, and like adamc and tavarish. There was brewer. You know, it's nuts. It's just nuts to me that all these people were just wandering around and people were still taking the time to come and say hello to me. I don't get it. I don't know, I'm just so happy and so excited. It was just awesome. It was the best weekend in the entire world. The one thing I missed this weekend so much was my bed. I really missed my bed. And I only took Stegbert, right? I only took Stegbert because he is a bit of an internet celebrity. And I didn't bring Bartholomew. So I missed Bartholomew as well. Go on, back there. I am just so overwhelmed. I spoke to a guy and his little girl for well over an hour, both days, Saturday and Sunday. It was just the most heartwarming thing. She looked exactly like I did when I was a little girl going to car shows, like identical. It was crazy. It was just so awesome because it reminded me of when me and my dad used to go to car shows when I was little. It's just so heartwarming because every time they go to events and stuff, they get themselves matching hoodies, and then it makes me want to see them in my hoodies. I don't have hoodies, okay? I don't have merch. I want merch, but I don't think I'm at that scale yet. To think about it, that one day maybe I will have my own merch and maybe I'll see them again and they'll be wandering around in my hoodies. That's crazy. I stayed at a lovely hotel. There was a lot of us. I think like all the creators were split between 2 hotels. So I woke up in the morning and went and sat by the window just chilling, and there were some people that I'd literally been out with the night before who were just walking out singing in the morning. It was the best way to wake up because I was like, this encapsulates the vibe of the people that you meet at car shows like this. It's 7:45 in the morning and these people are just walking out singing, having the best time of their life, ready to go to Petrol Headism live. And I just thought, this is so cool. Like, this is exactly the vibe of the shows, the people. It's awesome. I genuinely think it was the best thing to wake up to ever. I don't know why that stuck with me so much, but it really has. Just seeing people so happy. It was just awesome. Oh, I loved that. That was great. I wish I'd have filmed that, to be honest, because it genuinely just makes me smile every time I think about it now. So, what I did from this weekend. I ended up on the creator stage doing a segment about women drivers and women in motorsport, and it was genuinely the best experience in the whole world. Obviously I was a bit nervous. I've done public speaking before. I used to do drama when I was in school, but being up on stage and actually talking about myself was intense. It was intense and I was a bit nervous, but it was the best thing. I got thrown in at the deep end and I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was so awesome. So the video you're about to see is of me and Grace Autos on stage having a chat about our history, where we're going and all sorts of stuff. It's stuff that I haven't mentioned on social media before and some stuff that I have, but trust me, it was the highlight of my weekend, and so I want to share it with you guys because it was just so meaningful. And being able to meet you guys afterwards and see faces that I will now recognise, of people that recognise me in the crowd watching, was just awesome. I'm so overwhelmed and so grateful that I was given this opportunity, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. People who turned up to support me, people who couldn't but are watching this video. You are just all awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Right, I don't know how long I've got now. I don't have a clock. I need to see what time it is. This is a downfall of filming everything on my phone. Okay, right. I need to leave, basically. I need to get dressed into my work clothes and leave. This is the most rushed intro in the whole world. I'll watch this back because I know this has been really chaotic, and then I'll add anything in the outro for tomorrow when I get back from work. I think I'm gonna finish work at about midnight, so that's got the pressure on for tomorrow with all of my editing and stuff. But I chose Friday. I chose Friday as my upload day, so YouTube rewards consistency. I've literally just realised that I was in such a rush to film this that I didn't even put my mics on. Wow! I'm such a genius. Good planning with Meg. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy watching me on stage as much as I enjoyed being up there, and hopefully I'll be able to meet you guys and you guys see this in person at some point, because I feel like the only way from here is up, and that is so exciting for me. But yep, I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna go to work and I will see you in the outro tomorrow. Bye bye! I've just noticed something very bad. Oh no! That's a problem for later.
I'm going to hand you over to Grace. And what was your name again, you lovely lady?
Meg.
Meg. Grace and Meg, I need you to talk all things cars, and you two can hold the stage. We are so proud of you. Thank you so much. You can stay classy, alright? Stay classy.
So, me and Meg both do a lot of social media around cars. Meg, you do car builds.
Yeah, so I'm currently building a 1990 UNOS Roadster V Special. It is green and tan, so very lovely. And I'm very jealous of you because you have your Honda Prelude that you're building at the minute.
I do. So the Honda Prelude I have got right over by the main stage, and I've also got an EP3 which has just been finished on the penning stand, so go and check that out if you want to go and have a look. But I want to know what got you into cars, like what set you off?
Yeah, so when I was younger, my granddad actually ran Chelsea Welsh Hill Climb, and so I spent most of my childhood in a pushchair going up the hill climb, and my dad actually grew up with him running that as well, so he used to go up when he was about 17 in his little Caterham 7, bright pink, going up and down the hill climb. It's just been a massive part of my whole family. But yeah, like that's really how I got started, and then started going to VW festivals and that sort of stuff, and now I'm just crazy into Japanese cars.
Yeah, I think a lot of people start out with members of their family enjoying it, that kind of thing gets passed down. But what we try to do is make it feel a lot more inclusive for girls to get involved, because it is a male-dominated industry.
Yeah, it really is.
What sort of tips would you have for like a girl that maybe wants to get involved but maybe she doesn't have the family background for it?
Honestly, there's so many resources nowadays with social media and YouTube. There's so many tutorials and just people like Auto Alex, and we've just both started our channel.
Yeah, that's
us. And there's just so many places that you can go to, and like car shows, you go to those on your own. I started off going to Caffeine Machine on my own with my little R56 Mini, which is my first car. Did some JCW Cooper S mods on that. That was brilliant. But yeah, so I just started going to car shows on my own. Get yourself out there and meet new people, because even if you go somewhere on your own, you will always meet fellow enthusiasts that are, welcoming.
That's it. Your car is a talking point. So
100%.
like walking around today, I would have happily come here by myself and just walk around, had a chat to people. Oh, is this your car? What have you done to it? That kind of thing. And it just starts off that conversation.
It really does.
You really don't need to feel alone, because even if you can't make it to the shows, connecting with people on social media, such a good tool.
Oh, it really is. It's like I found you on social media last night after I saw you here, but I realised I've actually seen you on social media like quite a lot, on TikTok mainly.
It's funny because you pop up and then you don't sort of put a face to the name, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But it is awesome, it really is.
Yeah, it's like finding the events and things like that. These are absolutely great Petrol Headism events. I go to pretty much all of Chiro's things. But if you keep an eye out for stuff like this, you can put yourself out there to go and meet more people. And there is a big community of girls growing within this, especially within the last few years. There's a lot more representation than there used to be. So did you ever struggle with that growing up?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I would look on social media for role models, and I would never find girls that liked hair and makeup and all that stuff. Also, like getting stuck in and getting dirty, get their hands in an engine. Like that's all I wanted to do, and I ditched cars as a hobby purely because I felt like there wasn't a space for me, really.
Yeah.
And when you don't see anybody doing exactly what you want to do, as a young child, you're going to go, oh, well, this isn't possible then, because I can't see anybody doing it.
Yeah.
You don't always have the resources to watch these women on TV and stuff like that. I wasn't like big into watching TV when I was younger. And yeah, so I'm so glad that nowadays that YouTube's a thing, social media, you're big on TikTok, I'm bigger on Instagram, so yeah, it's crazy, and then we get to meet amazing girls like yourself.
It's just having that representation, isn't it? Because I mean, your thing is completely different to mine, and you think of like people like Queen Bee or like Amelia Hartford. Everyone has their own niche, and it's
100%.
so great to see, because people are differently passionate about all these different sectors of the automotive industry. So yours is the Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
Mine is just a bit of everything, to be honest. But the best thing is just doing what you're passionate about.
100%. If you're looking to start out in social media, that authenticity is what people are looking for nowadays. Like you're very yourself on your social media, and I think that's what people like about our content, is that if you are just unapologetically you, with your own personality and all that stuff, you're same in person as you are on your videos, like everyone will just appreciate it, and they'll understand that when they're watching your videos, this is genuinely you, and you're not faking stuff, and this is something that you can do and can happen.
That's it. I mean, I think a lot of us has fallen into content creation out of just putting videos out there because we love the cars. So I think a lot of people start out like that. If you set out saying, I want to be a content creator, probably isn't going to go too well, because you're looking for the views, you're looking for the followers. But if you're thinking, I just want to put a video out because I love my car and this is what I've done to it and I want to share it with people, that will shine through to people.
You've always got to share your passions with others. It's like my YouTube outro: stay safe, stay passionate, I love you. Because passion is everything, especially when you're at places like this. You meet so many people that have that like deep-rooted passion that's been either there for a couple of years or been there since childhood, and it really just does come across that everyone you meet here, there's just that absolutely amazing vibe about them, because we're all here for the same thing.
Yeah,
we might not be into the same cars, but we are all here to just share our love for these four-wheel motors.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Have you had many issues with social media? Has there been any struggles you've had as you've grown your channel?
Yeah, there's going to be the hate comments,
yeah,
of course. Being a woman and being on social media, it's never a good time, really. I tend to filter out quite a lot. There are some girls that do come to my page and they'll see stuff and it will discourage them.
Yeah,
I never want my page to be a place where people can come see those comments and then go, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
it's so important that we can demonstrate that we are here,
yeah,
and we are confident regardless of the hate, you know, blocking those people, filtering comments, all that stuff. Yes, it's good for engagement,
yeah,
but at the end of the day, nobody needs to be hearing all this misogynistic stuff.
Yeah,
because,
I mean, it's like the most of the comments that you get, I've never personally, and I can say this hand on heart, I've never had a negative comment from a woman on any of my posts that I've seen. It's so supportive out there, but it is, like you say, it's the representation. You want your comments to almost feel like a community, for girls to be like, oh, well, these girls will do it, so I can do it too. That's the main thing, isn't it?
100%, that's exactly it.
So, I mean, like, what's your sort of plans? You're finishing off your car, I take it?
Yeah, so over winter, I'm taking my car off the road. I'm going to learn how to weld, learn how to spray, all that stuff. I know you've got experience with your rust.
Lot of welding.
But yeah, so I'm going to learn how to do that, document the process, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, and I'm just going to be sharing that, and every single part of it I'm going to be taking my car to the ice blasters. They're just over there, so they're going to teach me how to ice blast.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are brilliant. If you haven't
Yeah.
seen what they do, they literally take this dry ice and they can completely refresh any like sort of mechanical parts, things like that. I had my gearbox done by them and it looked brand new once they were finished with it, and I thought, oh, there's no way that's coming back. But yeah, they are absolutely brilliant, so go and check them out. But over winter, I am hopefully going to be getting stuck in on my first actual project car. So I mean, the EP3, if you've seen it, a lot of that has actually been outsourced, because personally, I haven't come from a family where we do things ourselves. It's always, if there's a problem with your car, you take it to the garage, you get the professionals to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how I was brought up. But I'm at a point now where, even though I haven't tried it before, you can start at any point, and I have decided that I would like to get stuck in and actually learn how to fix my own car. So that's my next project. So if you've got any tips for any girls, like, if they haven't had hands-on experience with a car, what would you say to someone that wants to get stuck in?
If you are considering, you know, getting a project car, if it's your car, if you do something wrong, it's not a problem, because it's yours. You know, if there's something that goes wrong, you can always just go back to it and go, oh well, that didn't go so well, let me try that again. You can always just, you know, try and try again. Don't ever lose the motivation. Oh, yep, learn to weld over here.
Yeah, if you want to learn to weld, there's your shout out.
There we go. Do you want to teach me? I'd love that. Thank you. I'll come speak to you afterwards. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be documenting my process. Yeah. But yeah, going OEM Plus.
Lovely.
Very nice.
That is my favourite build style. OEM Plus. I just think that is the best way of doing things, unless you are going out there like Bruno. I mean, that is something completely different. But yeah, general build style, OEM Plus, that has got to be my favourite.
I think it's quite rare. It's quite rare nowadays to see, because there's so many there's a massive modified car scene, and just to see people completely restoring them OEM Plus, I think it's not something you see a lot nowadays. I feel like we need to start a little community of OEM Plus car people.
Yeah. So, I mean, with your sort of like plans going forward, what kind of thing do you really want to get into as your sort of end goal? Is it the car builds, or are you looking to like do something completely different?
So a lot of my YouTube is vlogs, so trying out new car places, at car events. I'm vlogging today as well, if you want to feature. Well, you are, it's filming. But yeah, so I do a lot of vlogs going to new car places. I just put out a video like inspecting all of my damage on my car. But yeah, so I'm hoping to be doing like vlogs where I actually can go to these places. Like in Italy, there's an MX-5 hotel.
Oh wow!
Right, they've got over 100 MX-5s, all different, and they've got the rarest MX-5s in the world.
In a hotel?
Yes, in a hotel in Italy. Now that is my goal, to be able to go to places like that, share my experience, and that. And
well, I mean, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, literally, it's so obscure. And then also, obviously, continue with the project cars and just encourage like more women, and just show them how to do the basics, because I think a woman teaching a woman or a woman teaching a man is a little bit less daunting than you see these grown men on social media doing these little tutorials. And I when I was starting out, I was like, oh, this is a little bit scary, it's a little bit daunting. So yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm scared to touch anything on my car, because I'm like, what if I drive it off and something blows up halfway down the road and I've just not tightened something? But I think for me, it's so important that like I see people like you putting stuff out there like that, because you've not had mechanical experience at some point in your life, and it doesn't mean it's too late for anyone. I mean, I'm 23, but some people have started out because their dads have done it and that kind of thing. But it is so important that people just get stuck in.
I mean, I've only just started this year learning mechanics and that sort of stuff, like engine work. Before that, with my first car, I did cosmetic modifications.
Yeah, the typical, spoiler wheels, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I went like proper. I went through a breakup and just went crazy buying all of these JCW parts for my Mini. But that's how I taught myself. Yeah. And then I've ended up learning mechanics this year, and I'm hoping to obviously share more of my journey, because watching somebody else learn, that's entertaining, but at the same time it might be helpful. Seeing the mistakes I make might be able to help people like you who are starting out on their journey. And
so in terms of like girls starting out on social media, I mean, I only actually started this really April last year, and I was just posting stuff for myself. I was going to events like this, kind of just filmed it, put a voiceover over it, and that was done. But where it's grown, I've seen so many girls that really want to get into it, but they don't know where to start. And you think you need this big fancy camera set up, anything like that. All I use is my phone, a pair of mics, and a clip-on polarizer. So basically, it is a thing if anyone can do it. So if you had sort of like tips for a girl who wants to get into it, wants to start out with social media, what would you say to them?
Just absolutely be authentic, be yourself, because your personality, if you let that shine through, that's where your viewers are going to come from. Like, it's not all about having the fanciest car, the fastest car. Like, I mean, my car, if you go and look at it, it's all the way over there, but I've got patches of hammerite paint, I've got dents, filler, all that stuff, but I have the following that I have because of the encouragement that I put out, and I think people really appreciate the personality that shines through there. So if you're just authentic, you will go far. Like, always, you will go far. It's the same with you. Your personality is big on your page. Trust me. I had a little look last night. But like, seriously, it's just made me absolutely love your content, and it's actually inspired me. It's given me a bit more of a boost. Okay, that's very nice. You're giving me some ideas.
I think it's just important to just be yourself. I've said it all along. I've said it to everyone I've met through it. But the best thing is to just make sure you're doing what you love, rather than looking at like, oh, this person did this car, they got loads of views. That was because they loved that car, they put their passion into it. You don't need to try and copy anyone else. You can do the most random stuff because you love that car, and that content will fly because it's you being you.
As long as you're passionate and you're unauthentic. Oh, not unauthentic.
Not unauthentic.
As long as you're passionate.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, as long as you're passionate and just authentically yourself, you will find your niche. You will never lose motivation. You'll never be stuck for video ideas, things like that. The content ideas will just flow because it's just you putting the content out there that you love, and you gain the audience who also love what you love, and you build the most amazing community. So if anybody is listening and thinking of starting their social media journey, just know, go for it. Trust me, it will happen. I only started in May this year, and I've already I've met some amazing people.
It's the community, isn't it?
It really is, yeah, it really is.
But yeah, so I mean, if you want to find either of us on social media, so Meg, what is your handle?
So on YouTube and Instagram, I am Driven by Meg, and then on TikTok, I'm Piston Princess.
Yeah, so mine is Grace Autos on everything. I do mainly TikTok, daily vlog, that kind of thing. Got Instagram and YouTube, where I'm actually learning to drive a race car at the moment. So yeah, I'm going from road, because I've never driven on track before, up until a couple of weeks ago. Road to race car, so that's with Race Car Experiences, which is another great way of getting involved. So I mean, they take you in track prepared cars, and basically you pay some insurance. You don't need to worry about breaking the car, because that was what was really putting me off, because I actually wanted to have a go on track, didn't want to do it in my car in case I break it, I've got to drive it home, and I wanted to be with someone that really knew what they were doing. But luckily, Race Car Experiences put people in that position that they can go out, they give you the confidence. You can go slowly if you want to at first. I mean, my first few laps were a little bit painfully slow. But it's all about sort of just getting stuck in. I've tried drag racing for the first time this year. That was incredible. I mean, I've had a whole insight into loads of different motorsport. But if there's anything that you're remotely interested in, there's probably somewhere out there that does it as a beginner experience. So like these guys down here, where they're teaching your basic skills, basic mechanics, anything, there tends to be some sort of course. So if you take a look at anyone's pages, they've probably got something on there. There's learn to drift, that kind of thing.
I want to learn to drift so badly. My goal for next year is, by this time next year, I will have been drifting and actually know how to do it properly.
I mean, I think a lot of girls really enjoy the drift scene, but I mean, I've never had a go at it myself. It's definitely on my list. But it's been great to talk to you guys today, and hopefully you're all having a great time and the rest of the day is good for everyone.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves, and thank you for listening to us ramble.
Thank you.
All right.
It's me, I'm back. So, hello. Work wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be, and I didn't finish as late as I thought, so that was good. But I hope you enjoyed watching me on stage. I know it probably wasn't the best stage talk you've ever seen in your life, but at the end of the day, it's the first time I've been up on stage and talking about myself, so a little bit scary. I really enjoyed it. So I have a couple more things to talk to you about just before the end of the video, so we're going to quick fire those because this video needs to go out tonight. So if you're watching this, hello, this was literally filmed a couple of hours ago, so hello. If you're watching this on Friday, this is me on Friday. So a quick reminder to book your tickets for the LTT Convoy. It is free. It is a free car event where you can meet your favourite creators. Alex might be coming. We're not too sure on that. Obviously, Ree has just had a baby and Alex is gonna need to be at home quite a lot, but he might be able to make it. We're not sure. But Taylor Hetherington's definitely gonna be there. Garage of Luke, me, a lot of your favourite creators will be there. We're all collectively getting together to celebrate the life of my wonderful friend Luke, who sadly left us last year. So we're celebrating his angelversary. We are doing a convoy from Gloucestershire Services northbound, the one that's all fancy and a farm shop. So we get a free drink there, and then we're all going to convoy to Caffeine and Machine the Hill, where if you use the code, I believe the code is LTTCONVOY. As we know, I'm really bad at remembering code, so it will be up on the screen. If you use that to book your Caffeine Machine tickets, it will come up as free, and we have a designated area at Caffeine Machine, so it's going to be an LTT Best of British takeover, because that date is Best of British, but we are taking it over, so with permission, of course, with permission. Thank you, Phil. I want to say another massive thank you to Chiro for having me. It was incredible and I'm just so grateful, and genuinely I still can't stop smiling, and it has been nearly a week now. So thank you to everybody who turned up and said hi. It was incredible. I loved meeting every single one of you. And of course, a huge thank you to everyone who turned up to support me, my friends and my family. It was just lovely, and I cannot thank you enough for being there, for moral support and just everything. You guys mean the world to me, and yeah, thank you for sticking by my side always. As always, all of my social medias are linked down below, and anybody mentioned in today's video, they'll all be down below as well, so go and drop them a follow and drop me a follow to stay up to date with what I'm doing, what shows I'm going to be at, etc, etc, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. As always, stay safe, stay passionate, I love you.